Hey y'all, Ramdino here. Well, today I have got a great video for you. I'm excited about sharing it with you. This video is going to be a taste of one of the most famous trail angels out there. It's going to give you a taste of a thru hiker at the end of her epic track as she gets down to the last closing days and week to 10 days of her trip. And it's also going to introduce you into what the hiker community is all about, particularly out there on the trail. So first, real quick for the uninitiated, what is a trail angel? So trail angel is somebody who provides goods or services or both to thru hikers, section hikers, or just people out there on the trail, part of the hiker community out there, and they do it all out of the goodness of their heart. They do it for nothing, for free, not expecting anything back in return. So it could be anything from snacks to food to rides to town to just whatever. If there's an emergency situation, helping people like that. They just don't expect anything in return. Typically, it's on the longer trails like the Appalachian Trail or the PCT or the CDT, and there's probably more per capita on the AT than on any of the other long trails that are out there. So I got to spend some time with Fresh Ground and his Leapfrog Cafe and be a part of his devotion and love for the hikers out there and the hiking community in general. Got to see him feed and converse with hikers, thru hikers, and some past thru hikers, and also got to be part of the last couple days, the last couple trail angel experience of a thru hiker out there. Got a chance to talk to her. You're going to hear her feelings about her hike and how things are going, how things went, and what she's looking forward to. And just got a chance to be out there as part of the hiking community and fellowshipping and with camaraderie with section hikers came through, and of course Sunday, who was the thru hiker that was there, but also past thru hikers and even the hiker community that just happened to stop by up there. So let's dive right into my time with Fresh Ground and Sunday. She is a 2021 thru hiker, and we were up at Stokoe Gap, North Carolina. So Stokoe Gap is between Nantahala Outdoor Center, or as the hiker community knows it, the Knock, and Fontana. And Fontana is right there at Fontana Dam, which is the southern end of the Smokies. So Sunday had just come out of within a day or so of the Smokies, coming in on her trek on her way to the Knock. A little bit of traffic noise from leaf peepers that were driving by Stokoe Gap there at that trailhead. It's pretty close to the road, so pardon for that, but the camaraderie and the fellowship you're going to get a chance to be experience in this will completely overwhelm that. You may not even notice that. Stokoe Gap has a gorgeous, gorgeous view there, particularly sun up or sundown, and particularly in the mornings, it just looks like you're sitting out on top of the ocean. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so I am here at Stokoe Gap. I have met Fresh Ground just when I got here. He had a slew of hikers here, had about, I don't know, five or six of them. They were a bunch of women from around Atlanta, somewhere in Georgia, and they were called themselves SASH for short ass section hikers. So anyway, they're up here, and Fresh Ground had everything set up. There he is. And got some pictures with them. They are out for the weekend, started over, I believe they said at NOC. Not going to make it to Fontana, but in any case, they were having a blast. And it was good to see Fresh Ground. He fed them. That's what he does, feeding everybody and making them happy. So anyway, that is where we are at. We'll get back with you in a bit. So this is what Fresh Ground does. He feeds hikers, bicyclers, motorcyclists, thru hikers, section hikers, lashers, sashers, flip-floppers, sobo, nobo, it doesn't matter. If you got a neck and breathe air, he is feeding you. This is what he does. He creates this camaraderie and this fellowship here of the hiker community. And it's really, really neat when people just show up. He told me he was a little worried. It's pretty noisy here. But he told me he was a little worried when I was told him I was coming to see him and hang out with him for the night, because he didn't think anybody would be showing up. Whatever. Food brings them all out. You get some food in their belly, everybody's happy.
everybody's happy in the hiker community, so it's pretty neat to see this. So hats off to you, Fresh Ground. Love you, bud. Interesting thing about this is these folks here, 4 of these are through hikers. Several of them that Fresh Ground has fed previously, so it's pretty neat that they just showed up here.
That's ridiculous, right?
No, it's no big deal. Do you want to take it with you or not? What will you add it to tomorrow? Where are you hiking to tomorrow? Look at that, man. Look, I'm going to get out of here.
No, you're not. Stay right where you're at.
Oh, my gosh. I did not want to. No, Ramdino, I did not. I called him up after he got home and said, look, I'm sorry. I rode you a little bit too hard on that one. So I'm getting ready to get paid.
He did. That's how hard he rode me the last time.
I really did. And I felt bad about it.
He picked on me so bad that he actually felt guilty.
I did.
That's how bad he picked on me.
I did.
Harsh.
It was bad, yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm here with Fresh Ground and Sunday, and we're at Stokoa Gap. Sunday is a honest-to-goodness thru hiker. She's a flip-flopper. So she started at Harper's Ferry, went north, summited Katahdin, and flipped back to Harper's Ferry, and now she's heading to Springer, obviously. You're going to hear some noise out there. Sorry, this is real life, folks. We're right here at Stokoa Gap. It is the middle of leaf peeping season, and everybody and their mama's driving by looking at the leaves, including a lot of sports cars and motorcycles. But anyway, we're here, and the main, of course, Fresh Ground is known for cooking. That's what he does. That's what he does for hikers. He cooks for hikers. So tonight he cooked us beef sushi. So it was very good. It's a hamburger. This hamburger's about that thick, and it was raw in the middle. So hot on the outside, cool in the middle. Well, actually cold in the middle. So, well, it's kind of frozen in the middle.
We throwed it back in.
Well, we throwed it back in. That's right. Throwed's a word. And so we throwed it back in. Especially when you're talking about beef and sushi beef, and he cooked it back up, and so it's more tempura beef now, I suppose. So anyway,
you ate almost your whole burger too.
I did. I ate the whole thing. Well, I ate a little bitty chunk like that. That was, he calls it black, and I call it burnt to a crisp.
I can pull one out of the pan and show them if they want to.
No, do not. Okay. YouTube would shut down the video if you pulled one of those out of the pan.
I've got one in the pan, y'all. So
we're not gonna do that. So anyhow. This is not about Fresh Ground. I know that. It's about Sunday.
That's right.
It's not about Fresh Ground. He thinks it's about him, and it's not about him. It's about Sunday.
Thank you.
So it is all about me.
It is. It's all about you because you're the priority. Fresh Ground told me last time I'm not a priority, so it's Sunday who is the priority. So Sunday, I want to hear about your thru hike so far. Tell us how's it going?
A+. It's been great.
A+.
It's been so lovely. Would not change a thing.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Been really great.
So when did you start?
A long time ago, April 24th.
April 24th from Harper's Ferry, and then when did you summit?
August 10th.
Always look at it. She knows these dates just like that. And so you're going to be finishing in the next week to 10 days at Springer. Of course, you said you have somebody coming out, so that may take y'all may hang out together, and you may slow down because you obviously got your trail legs. I'm not saying anything about your legs, okay? So let's keep this professional. All right. So I'm just saying that you should have your trail legs by now.
You'd think so.
Okay.
Sometimes it feels like I don't.
And she's eating 2 burgers tonight of Fresh Ground's burgers, so she's
just one. We decided just one.
She's gonna get it done. So
don't get ahead of yourself, but it's still over there.
It's still over.
The night is young.
It's kind of simmering slash what is it? What is it that beer does? Is it mellows? What's it called? What is that called? I can't remember. Anyway. Anyway, it's over there, and it'll be ready when she's ready. And she's got her hiker hunger too. So, all right. So this is a question I have. You're coming up to the last part of your hike. What's that like? Because you've been on the road on the trail now for what, 4 or 5 months, and now it's culminating into you getting ready to be done. Tell me about it. How's that feel?
It's bittersweet because I'm happy to go home and have a bed and see my cat, but I kind of feel like this is just my life now, so it's going to be really weird to go home, and because I don't think you can really think of a thru hike as like a trip, or else it just feels like a really, really long trip.
Yeah.
You just it becomes your daily life, and I think it's gonna be sad when it's over.
I can't possibly imagine that. Now, one thing is, you being a subo flip-flopper, you don't. I'm noticing you don't have a tramley with you. So a lot of people talk about how they go home and have hiker depression because they don't have their tramley there with them that they had before. So how do you think that's going to interact with you since you don't have a tramley?
I think it'll be all right. I mean, I'll miss like the culture more, and I think I'll miss seeing other hikers.
So even as a flip-flopper, you've had the chance to interact with the rest of the hiker community or the thru hiker culture, as you said.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a tramley going north either, but I hiked with the same girl, Olive Oil, for like 700 miles.
Okay.
So coming back south, I was a little sad and lonely when I first started because I was like, Olive Oil's gone.
So she hiked with you north.
Yeah.
And then was she a no-bow pure?
She's a flip-flopper.
Flip-flopper.
She's just like 10 days ahead of me, or now like 5 days ahead of me. But
So
she's
heading towards Springer now.
Yeah, but she's gonna be done soon. So it's
Yeah, within the next couple days. Okay.
Yeah.
All
But I
right.
think it'll just, I don't know. I feel like the transition that way kind of prepared me for not having like my hiking people around.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Now this is something that I've thought about as I've watched people, because people tell me, hey, we're getting off the trail, and here's why we're getting off the trail, and so and then I watch other people who are continuing. Not that the people that got off the trail, not to say anything bad about that, but other people who have just they've stayed on the trail. So what things almost took you off the trail, and what did you do to get over that?
Spider webs.
Spider webs almost took you off the trail. Okay. The way to fix that is let somebody hike first before you do in the morning.
It is, seriously. I used to be the first one out of camp, and I was in Virginia, and I was like, am I going to lose my mind? Because it was just constant, in my face, constantly. And I was just really tired of like holding my poles up like an idiot. So I just started leaving camp at like 9 or 10, and problem solved. But other than that, I don't think I've had any like really bad
You're like Harry Potter as you're going down the trail.
All the logbook entries for me in Virginia are just like, I hate spiders. I'm losing it. I hate spiders so much. But other than that, I mean, I don't really feel like there's any one thing that has made me want to quit. Because if there was something that really made me want to quit, I might just quit. I mean, I'd like to think I wouldn't, but there hasn't really been anything big that is besides the spiders.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What about you, Fresh Ground? What makes you want to quit?
Quit feeding hikers?
Yeah.
I just need a break.
Be gentle, be kind.
Just a break every now and then. That's all I need.
Is it when
I
they're
never
rude?
want to quit, but I just when people talk bad about my food,
It's honestly
But, other than that-
unbelievably rude. I
Look,
get
we're
that.
just keeping you down to
No,
earth. We're keeping
understand we're like brothers. We pick on each other a lot. He's not being mean to me about my food. He loves my food because he ate the burger I gave him. Yeah.
No, Fresh Ground's my brother in
Yeah.
a lot of different ways. Brother on the trail, brother in the Lord, and just brother. And we talk to each other about once a week, so just catch
Yeah, we
up and
do.
find out how things are going on. So it's just he's part of the hiker community, and I love the hiker community. If y'all ever watched any of my videos, you know that. And here we are, hiker community right here. And before there was a lot going back and forth and things. So anyway, that's why we all do it. And you talked about the hiker community and stuff like that, and the culture
Great.
is all part of
Well,
it.
right today we had 5 past thru hikers show up.
Yeah.
Right here, 2 of them were southbound, having an anniversary today,
Yeah.
and then 3 of them showed up, and actually 2 of them I'd fed. So it's
That's awesome.
2014.
So
yeah.
people show up that you
Yeah.
fed
Yeah.
previously.
Yeah.
I'll just show up here out of
Yeah.
serendipity. It wasn't planned.
No.
They just show up.
We were really busy for about 2 hours, 3
Oh
hours.
yeah. There was so many people here that Fresh Ground couldn't get around to talking to everybody. So I tried to fill in as best I could, and I'm not good at being Fresh Ground. So I mean, I've got a little more hair than he does, but
That's
and,
right.
Our vision correction is different. So things like that.
We make a good pair.
But we do make a good pair. We
We do.
compliment each other. Anyway, I hope to anyway. Well, he doesn't compliment me much. I do my best to compliment
After the
him.
camera's off, I'll give you a compliment. Okay?
But he does feed me, and I never feed him. So
Yes, he do.
tit for tat. So there you go. Sunday, back to you. So thanks a lot for doing this video. Sorry that Fresh Ground hogged the attention.
Well, ask her how
away
she
from
got
me.
her name. Ask her how she got her name.
How'd you get your name?
Yeah.
Last question. How'd you get your name?
I ate a lot of ice cream sundaes. I could not be stopped.
Did you do the half-gallon challenge?
Actually, no, I didn't, because being being a flip-flopper, I didn't deserve it when I got to Pine Grove Furnace, and then I got to Katahdin, and I was like, it'll kill me if I do that. But maybe when I finish, I'll do the full gallon challenge.
The full gallon
full
challenge?
gallon
Boy, hiker hunger has really set in.
Never heard of that.
I'm gonna make it.
She's
I'm
gonna do it.
making
You got it. You can do
That
it.
would be a
I
good
think you can
challenge
do
for
it.
Springer, right?
Yeah, just sit on top of there and just eat a full gallon.
Oh my
roll
gosh.
down.
Vomit
the,
City.
The approach trail.
All right, folks, that is it. Thank you, Sunday. Appreciate it,
you.
as always. Thank you, Fresh Ground.
Yeah.
And as always, folks, appreciate you, and we'll see you out here.
There you go.
Cut.
Thank you for picking on me.
That was fun.
We need to show that burger though. Can you take a picture of it? If I hold it up?
Yeah, I can take a picture.
Let's take a picture of it.
All right, we're going to take a picture of the burger.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
They need to see in comparison. Do we need to pull a dollar bill out in comparison? That was my hand.
That is the size of the burger that he was cooking. Now, he only cooked them 5 minutes the first time, so you can imagine what they look like on the interior. So if you ever wanted a taste of how some flip-floppers feel at the end of the trip, or just the hiker community in general, there you have it, folks. Hope you got a kick out of that. It was neat during the day to see so many folks just stop by. Some that just happened by, some that actually follow Fresh Ground on social media, knew that he was going to be at that spot and drove hours, including myself, to be there. I spent the night, as did Sunday. She was there. Just pretty neat to the way Fresh Ground has his system set up there. He actually has a sheet that he puts up, and we watched a movie that night, so that was pretty neat just to watch that and just be a part of the fellowship and the camaraderie and seeing the selfless service to others, being a part of the hiker community. And, the thing about the hiker community is everybody's equal there. It doesn't matter what walk of life you come from, what socioeconomic life you come from. You could have all kind of money, or you could be completely homeless. It doesn't matter. Nobody really knows out there. Nobody really cares out there. It's just each other, enjoying each other's company, enjoying each other's fellowship. And we're really all equal when we get out there for lots of reasons. One of the reasons is we're all on the same trail, or we all hike the same trails. We all go through the same ups and downs, the same hills, the same declines, the same change in elevation. We all go through the same aches and pains. We all stumble and fall over the same rocks and roots. So for me, the trail really is the great equalizer. Now, of course, there are a lot of folks out there that are not hikers, that don't set foot on the trail, but they're still part of the hiker community. And so there's some just not as fortunate to be able to get there, get out and hike, either due to distance or maybe due to physical issues that they have, but they're still part of the hiker community. They still support hikers out there, and that's what brings us all together. So I hope you enjoy just having a small part of what it's like, and you can be a part of it in some way, shape, or form. One way is you can be a trail angel yourself. So if you have the ability to get out there, then you can go and sign up to be either on my private list or my public list, and both those links are down below. You can be on that list, and of course the public list, hikers will go to that. They'll go to my website and they'll find that public list, and if they need help like getting off the trail, or if they need a resupply, that they need some help with a resupply, or they're just coming through, and as you're tracking them throughout the 2021 or 2022 period, and you want to be a part of their hike and bring them something, I know they would appreciate that. So if you're a trail angel, you want to be a part of that, then go to one of these or both of them, sign up for that. And then there's other ways that you can go out there and support the hikers. You can go to my HIker Supoort list, and the link's down in the description as well. And there you'll find the links to the hikers we've got so far. We've got getting close to 70 now of hikers for 2022 that are going to be out there on the trail, and their social media accounts. And you can go there and just give them a attaboy or a attagirl or a atta whatever, and keep them pumped up all the way throughout the course of their trip. You can also support trail angels like Fresh Ground and the Leapfrog Cafe. Lots of trail angels have posts to social media, and you can go and donate through those sites. Some of them, like Fresh Ground, are actually nonprofit organizations, and they are official 501c3. So if you give to those trail angels that have that designation, of course, it's tax deductible for you to do that. And if that's not your thing to do that, then go out there, find a trail club, go out and help those trail clubs with what they do on the trail, help improve the trail, or you can donate to those trail clubs. So donate to your local trail clubs, not necessarily the ATC, but your local trail clubs who can really use it. So there's multiple ways you could be a part of this hiker community, but I would encourage you to do so. You will not regret it. And thanks for doing what you do out there, and thanks for helping me to build the hiker community. And the way you can help me do that is, of course, you can subscribe to this. You can give me a thumbs up, and you can share this channel and this video with other like-minded folks out there that want to be a part of the hiker community. Folks, that's all I got for this video. As always, appreciate you, and we'll see you out there.